Hello, this is Ranger 5, Rich, Rusty, known by many names, back out at the warehouse. This is actually our little office, the only place that's really under air conditioning. The big warehouse through the door there has no air conditioning. We're in North Texas and it's hot. But I wanted to take a little bit of time today and go back to the rare coin and bullion thing. I did a little video about it previously. I talked about the difference between rare coins and bullion, and what I wanted to do is further clarify certified coins as opposed to raw coins, and ramble a little bit about all of that. I talked a little bit before about the two big certification companies, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They're the two biggest and oldest, and as I had said previously, the only two companies you should ever even consider utilizing. There are some other coin certification companies that are out there, and I won't go through the names, but in my opinion, they mean absolutely nothing. Don't send your stuff in to be certified by the other companies. No one really recognizes them. I've actually taken coins or bought coins, paid the price as if they were just raw, but they were certified by some of these other fly-by-night companies, and busted them out. Let's say I had a coin that was supposedly certified at a mid-state 65, say a Morgan silver dollar, and from one of these other companies, and broke it out and then sent it into NGC, and it came back in like maybe a 60. So the standards by these other companies are very low by most of them. They don't use the same methods. A lot of times they're just trying to promote their own companies, and for instance, there's a lot of these coin shows on television, on like the Home Shopping Network, and I think Coin Vault, and different shows, and they push a lot of modern bullion coins that are certified, and they almost always use these other companies, and there's just there's no value as the coin is if it was certified by NGC or PCGS. So I just wanted to cover that and tell you to stick with NGC and PCGS, and you won't go wrong. If you're buying raw coins, say as an investor or collector, whatever, there's always the risk of that the coin may be fake, or it may be cleaned or polished or shined up to make it look good. If a coin's ever been cleaned or polished, which is a big no-no, so if you have a coin, I don't care how ratty or how bad the coin looks, don't ever clean it. Don't clean it, don't polish it, don't do anything. Just leave it as it is, put it in some kind of a case. Don't hold it like you would pocket change. If you have to hold it by the edges, or get yourself a pair of lint-free gloves or something, like the white gloves that people use when they handle art and antiques and rare antiques and things of that nature. But so handle your coins properly. If they're raw just means not certified, and don't ever clean them. When they get the coins at NGC and PCGS, that's one of the things they're looking for, is if the coin's been cleaned. If it's been dipped, they can tell. If it's been spun or whirled or scrubbed. These are experts. They know how. I could tell by looking at a coin whether it's been cleaned or not. Just using, just a little loupe, a magnifying glass. There's little abrasions, especially if they're in a swirly pattern that's, it just shows you that somebody's scrubbed it like that. I've even seen very stupid people, excuse me, the expression stupid, but what they were doing was pretty stupid. But I've seen them take a coin and take something like putty and stick it to the end of a drill and then spin it on some silver polish rag and buzzed it to get it to shine right. And it just destroyed the coin. Every time you clean silver, it does take a little bit of silver off. But anyway, the idea is don't clean or polish your coins. And if you send in a coin to NGC or PCGS and it has been cleaned, they'll either tell you, well, we're not going to certify it, or they'll certify it, but on the certified holder, it will say improperly cleaned. Now, there is a proper way to clean a coin, but it's really for coins that are being, if you find a coin buried and it's been in the dirt for a long time, it has what's known as environmental damage. And you can send coins in and they can put that on the case too, environmental damage. Like it was a dug coin, dug up. Dug coins are cool, but unless it's like one of the rarest pieces on the planet, it doesn't have a lot of value because it's dug out of the ground. But there is coin conservators. There may be some coins, even though they were dug, that are so rare, some colonial coppers or something, that they need to be conserved. So you can send them in. The NGC has their own conservatory or conserving service where they will properly clean it and put it in the case and certified, and it will say conserved or something of that nature. It has kind of a different certification process, but I guess the moral of all of that is a coin cannot be cleaned and certified without everybody knowing about it. But anyway, so when you send a coin, excuse me, it had to be certified by one of the two companies, nobody else. That's what they look for. They make sure it's real, because there are counterfeit coins. They come up with a condition, 1 to 70, 1 being the lowest, 70 being the highest. For antique coins, anything above a 60 is good. You'll never get a 70. And then they certify it, for the grade. So it's the grade, condition, same thing. Same thing. And whether it's real and whether it's been damaged in some way. So that I wanted to, kind of clarify some of that. And then also to further clarify why certification is important, when you have a certified coin, because it has a barcode to serial number, it can be traded worldwide sight unseen. So if you have a coin, a particular coin, and it's certified, it has its barcode and serial number, that information is kept in the database in those companies. And you could log on to the company's website and just type in the serial number, and it will pull up that coin, that exact coin, and it will show the grade. It will show when it was graded. But more importantly, it gives a daily market value for the coin. And both NGC and PCGS has these value lists, and they're live lists. And it's just like watching the stock market. It has a green up arrow and a red down arrow to show you whether the thing is trending up or trending down. And it updates continually. So you can take any coin that's certified and go to the system and first punch in the barcode or punch in the serial number, and it gives you that information. But you also could look at the charts. You look up a coin by the coin type, the date, the mint mark, and the condition or grade, and that will give you a daily market value for that particular coin. And coins do change in value, not drastically, but sometimes they change. And you kind of want to look for coins that are trending up. Look for a coin that's trending up, and if you get it, less expensive than what's on that chart, that's a good investment. So that's kind of a tip. Now, not too long ago, both NGC and PCGS came out with apps for your cell phone, for your smartphone or your Apple, and you scan the barcodes instead of taking the serial numbers and punching those into the system. You just scan the barcode, and it brings up the daily market value and all the information about that coin, that exact coin that you're holding in your hand. So you can, if you have the coin in your hand, you could call up somebody that you're selling it to, let's say, on the other end. And you could be in New York, it could be in California, it could be a company that's buying it, it could be a private individual, whatever. And you give them the barcode, or you just snap a picture, text it to them, and they can tell exactly what coin it is. And they can actually make you some kind of an offer on the piece right there on the telephone, because the coin is certified. If the coins are raw, uncertified, loose, then you got to send them in, and they have to evaluate them before they can make you an offer. So, all of I guess you could say that the rare coin industry, bullion industry for certified bullion coins, is kind of it's idiot proof now. So there's really no argument about the values. Now, someone can argue the value and say, well, I don't think NGC and PCGS's price guide is accurate or whatever. It's as accurate as it can get. It's based off all the auction records and all the major companies' sales, and it gets the trends, and it averages them out, and that's how they come up with their values. Now, everybody's heard of the Red Book of coins. You could buy a Red Book in any bookstore, or buy it on Amazon, whatever. And it understands that, let's say, well, it's 2020. It's the middle of the year of 2020 right now. They're probably already producing, or you can probably already buy the 2021 Red Book. So it's produced way early. And the coin values that are in a Red Book, let's say, most of the time aren't based on the coin being certified. And when a coin's certified, it's worth a lot more. So it kind of goes off the raw values. And also the values are based on possibly what the coin was valued at the time that the book was written, not the time that the book hits the newsstands or whatever. And it could also, because gold spot, silver spot, platinum spot, whatever, does affect the base value of a coin. Now, a coin can have a lot more value because of the rarity and the nature of the coin. But let's say that when the book was produced, gold was at $1,200 an ounce, and now you have the book and you're looking at it, and gold is up to $1,500 an ounce. You got the base value of a gold coin that's already gone up. So the price guide isn't accurate. But online, on the live, charts for NGC and PCGS, that is the most accurate, most current value chart that's out there. Now, 99% of the industry respects and uses that as their guidelines for valuing coins. Now, there's some people might argue that, and they're like, well, what about this price guide, and what about that price guide? There's a number of price guides out there. It's Coin World has their coin value sheet. You've got something called the black list, the gray sheet, and the black sheet, and the white sheet. And most of the time, those are used by dealers. They kind of help you. And then, of course, we talked about the Red Book. And there's a number of different magazines for rare coins that you can get that help you determine a value. But in my opinion, and most of the coin industry's opinion, the most accurate, most timely thing to go by is NGC and PCGS's price guides. Now, they could be slightly different between the two of them. Just average it out. So you take NGC's value for this coin, PCGS's value for the same exact coin in the same condition and everything. And the difference between the two coins might be $20, might be $50, might be a couple hundred, depending on how valuable the coin is. Just average it between the two. That gives you an appropriate daily market value for that particular coin. So now, does that mean that if you have a particular coin and you look on that list and it's valued at, say, $3,000, and you call up such and such rare coin company, you want to sell it to them, are they going to pay you exactly what's on that list? No, they're not. There is a difference between retail and wholesale. It's not really the proper words to use because it's not really a retail wholesale kind of thing. You're not selling cars or furniture, electronics. These are coin. These are investment grade coins. But to kind of explain it, me as a dealer, and I've been a dealer since 2001. I have accounts. I'm a professional. I have accounts with all the major coin companies that I've dealt with over the years. I have accounts with companies that only deal with coin companies, kind of are in between. Yeah, these guys are set up tables at coin shows, and they cater to coin dealers, and they're able to. A lot of them have enough funds or enough money they could buy huge collections and cost average the coins down. So there are coin wholesale companies that only, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but like I said, that only deal with coin dealers. That you're licensed, you're known by all the professional groups, the ANA, American Numismatic Association, and the rest. There's lots of PNE, PNG, Professional Numismatic Guild. And if you're a member of that, you've been a member for a while, and you have accounts with NGC and PCGS, you're a known dealer, you're reputable, you don't have anybody after you with lawsuits for whatever reason. You're a good person, and you have a good business, a good company, whether you're independent or you're working with a larger company. We have what's basically, we buy at wholesale. You're not going to sell retail to a dealer just like you would to any other place. So loosely speaking, now just take this as so you kind of understand. Loosely speaking, it's about 30%. So, and some companies are better, and some companies are worse, or have a bigger spread or what have you. But if you have a coin and it's whatever value it is on NGC and PCGS, split the two, come up with an average. You call up a company, more than likely they're going to offer you 30% behind that. That's the spread. So if I go to one of the coin wholesale companies and I buy, say, a mint state 63 condition common date Morgan silver dollar. Remember in my previous video I said out of all the Morgans there's 22 dates and or mint marks that are considered the most common out of all of them. And so let's say I buy as a dealer the basic common date Morgan silver dollar in a mint state 63, 3 grade points above Bullion uncirculated. It's what we would call choice uncirculated. My cost right now would probably be about $49. On the NGC and PCGS's price guide, that coin would be valued probably at $75. So if I were to sell it as a coin dealer, coin company, whatever, that's my guideline. I sell it at $75. That's about right. Now I might sell it for cheaper, less expensive to come under, the my competition or whatever. Most of the time I don't have competition because the way I buy my things, I have enough contacts throughout the United States and enough. I brokered enough deals and have enough collectors and investors that have followed me throughout the years that I have sources. A lot of times another dealer could owe me a favor, I can owe them a favor, and I get the coin for so much cheaper, and I can pass on the savings to an investor or collector. Excuse me, so I can come under PCGS's or NGC's price guide. But that's so that 30% is kind of a rule of thumb. It's a guideline. Now there may be a coin that's there's acceptance. There's coins that are so rare it doesn't even matter what a price guide says, NGC or PCGS's price guide. You can take it to an auction, like heritage auctions or what have you, and you can have two collectors that are going to bid against each other, and it could go twice the amount of what's on a price guide. And then also, you can have a coin that one thing that might affect, the value of a coin changing drastically quickly. You may have a coin on the price guides that are worth so much money. So let's just say an 1878 first year Morgan silver dollar from the Philadelphia Mint. And let's just say that in the back of a forgotten government vault, and this does happen, it has happened before, they open it up and they find 5 sacks with 500 coins in each sack, and they're all 1878 Philadelphias. They've never been released in circulation. And they dump them on the market, or they sell them to a coin company that dumps them all on the market at one time. The value of that coin is going to drop because there's a lot more on the market. Or let's say they all certified 63, 64, 65. That could just make the value of that coin, drop drastically. That's kind of 1878 isn't really one of the common years, but it's fairly common. It's not considered a common date. It's considered a better date for the Philadelphias. But it's neat because it's a first year mortgage. But anyway, but that's just some further clarification of certified coins and kind of how they work and pricing. And I just wanted to go over that with you. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments below. Make sure that you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Just communicate. Let's get the numbers up, and I will continue to make these videos about coins and about other collectibles too. And happy collecting, and we'll see you soon. Ranger 5 out.